University tips for Muslims. Tip number 1. Don't go to university unless you have a plan. If you're going just to explore your options and discover yourself, don't go at all. You will end up wasting a lot of money and you might end up more confused than when you started. Or you might fall into the many degenerate activities that happen on campus and you will waste a lot of time. Look, you only get a few years in life where you will be a young, healthy, and energetic adult. Don't waste those precious years wandering through the soulless halls of a university aimlessly with no plan. Tip number 2. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Too often I'll see Muslims studying things that have no career that comes out of it or has no growth opportunities whatsoever. Things like art or drama or gender studies or even some of the social sciences and even some of the real sciences. For example, if someone gets a degree in biology, there's not any actual job that they can get out of that. They'd have to study something on top of that. For example, they'd have to go to medical school or dentistry or do a specialization in research or get a certification in teaching if they want to become a teacher. But just the bachelor's alone does not have many job opportunities. So, if you are decided that this is something you want to study, then have a backup plan. Do a double major so you have multiple options, or do a certification on the side, maybe something like CCNA or HVAC, so that if this doesn't work out, you have something that you can rely on. Always have a backup plan. Tip number 3. Use every resource available. Your university probably has academic advisors, career counselors, instructors, and tutors that are usually free in the sense that they're already paid for by your tuition. So go meet them often and get their advice every single step along the way. They will tell you how to get better marks and how to finish your degree faster in a way that's easier and more efficient. Their job is literally to help you, so take as much as help as you can. Tip number 4. Protect your faith. University is an institution that is designed to install its own beliefs, values, and knowledge into your head. So if you're not careful, it will erase Islam from you and you won't even realize. In fact, I see a lot of Muslim university students that on the outside, they're very practicing, very religious, but they hold certain beliefs that could actually take them out of Islam. So in order to protect yourself from this, you have to be connected with Islamic knowledge. Dedicate a time in the week where you learn Islam in a traditional, systemic manner with the scholars and imams near you. If you have no one near you that can teach you Islam, then check out some of the online institutions such as AMAU or Sunnah College. Tip number 5. Don't worry about making friends. I see a lot of first years that are obsessed with trying to fit in and make friends, so they'll spend a lot of time memeing in group chats and hanging out at cafes and parties and going to theaters and malls and whatever. And a lot of times the friends they end up making, they'll forget them by the end of the semester or the end of the year. So it's sad to see this happen to anyone, but it's really sad to see this happen to Muslims. They waste so much time and they ruin their academic progress. So focus on your academics. If you make friends in the process, that's great. If not, it's not a big deal. However, tip number 6, networking is extremely important. In fact, it could be more important than your grades. So if you're meeting people in class or in group projects, talk to them. Talk about your courses or things that you are working towards. They might be able to tell you about courses or professors that are good, or you might be able to help each other towards things that you are working towards. Also, talk with your professors, meet with them, hang out with them in their office hours, tell them about your career and academic goals. They might be able to help you. And if they're really friendly, just talk to them about life, talk to them about Islam, talk to them about yourself, or ask them about themselves. When you build this relationship, a lot of opportunities might open up. They might ask you to be a TA, or they might write you a letter of recommendation. However, it is extremely important to remember that you are Muslim and Islam has certain boundaries. Don't interact with the opposite gender unnecessarily, or if the person you're talking to is being rude or disrespectful or Islamophobic, don't tolerate that just for the sake of your academic progress. Maintain strict boundaries. Violating the boundaries of Islam will never bring anything good. Tip number 7, make an impact. Aspire to do something helpful for the Muslims on campus or for the students in general. Look for what problems there are and work towards a solution, whether that's making a club that you think is needed or a helpful resource or writing an article on a specific issue or creating a petition with the student union or getting a certain professor fired. Whatever it is, leave a legacy. This will be a source of good deeds for you and it will make Muslims look good in the eyes of people. Tip number 8. Avoid haram relationships. I promise you, that girl that sits across you in Bio 101 is not your future wife. That guy in your MSA is not your future husband. So stop trying to talk or flirt with them in class or at events, because if you open the door to haram, something halal is not coming out of it, even if you think it might. The only thing that's coming out of it is pain, misery, and the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So keep that door shut.